Balance the differences in length between the other belts by adjusting the tension wheels individually. Use the 2 bolts on the sides of the wheel for adjustment. Make sure that the wheel is straight after adjustment by measuring the bolts. Mark the belts with 2 stripes, 1,000 millimeters apart.
1,000 millimeter, 1 meter.
100 cm.
100 cm.
Hindi pwede
1,000.
yung gumamit ng inches dahil
Oo.
0-0.
Malilito eh.
Ang inches isa kahoy.
Now, tension all the belts simultaneously with the tension rods. The distance between the stripes is now increased.
Yung red. Yan.
Araw-araw pala yan. Bukas 50. Lagay mo din eh.
Pirma.
The correct distance between the stripes after tensioning is 1,010 millimeters.
Di pare, nilagay paano ka nila.
Nabigla si parang Neil nun ah.
Kukunin lahat, pati maleta nila.
Nabigla.
Si Arnel.
Kasi ako din.
Oo, pati yung kasama namin. Nabigla din yun. Hindi yun na-expect.
Malapit doon.
Dito lang pala yun sa Lithuania.
Kahit ako.
Sa Vilnius.
Pero maganda na rin.
Wala ng parang. Bigla ako wala ng kwarto.
Lipat ka na mo.
Ayaw. Ayaw mo, solo ka. Lex. Kumapag ka na. Magalolo. Ako yan. Magalolo. Kabida, hindi ka makapaglolo. May kasama.
Start of the conveyor. The belt must be running for
Kaya
this
kung may
procedure.
magalolo.
Take it straight here.
Lock mo lang pinto.
Make sure the belt tension is correct before you start this procedure. Loosen the bolts on the side of the ETU wheel to start tracking the belt. Start tracking the belt by rotating adjustment bolts of the ETU wheel. Always turn the adjustment bolts clockwise. This will slightly change the position of the wheel. Adjust carefully and in small steps. When finished tracking the belt, tighten the bolts on the side of the ETU wheel.
Hindi mo ang adapter sa kama mo. Kaya pare, wala na kayong pakukuha para kay paring Neil. O kaya kay Arnel.
Let the belt run and check that it's not touching the belt guide
Ano
channels.
kayo mga naglakad pa parang sa ano?
Hindi, sinundo yan.
Sinundo ng...
Switch off the conveyor when belt tracking is finished.
Dala mo ba yung rice cooker mo? May
Close
ano
the
pang
covers.
Na.
yung rice cooker mo. Dala mo rin.
Eh, dapat agad may sarili tayong rice cooker.
Oo.
Dahil hindi natin masabi mo tayo kung saan.
So, ano bang bilis?
When finished tracking the
Sabi nga,
belts,
una-una lang yan.
mount back all of the safety covers.
Sino mapang na di. Basta tayo'y nakahanda.
Yun yung napili. Hindi pa tapos na rin ang training yan. Parang inagaw na bata yan.
Nabigla si Neil.
Ako may partner ay nabigla din eh. Bigla. Akala ko kasi
Use the orange brace tool to close the acetyl TTU and tension the belt.
Ayun, pang ano ng belt.
Hindi yung civil, hindi. Palangga lang siya ng
Bomb installation.
Install the complete conveyor frame and leg supports. Channels must be aligned using the alignment tools. Install specified covers on both sides of the bore conveyor. Use standard M10 fasteners with wide washers. Tighten the bolts.
Na-assemble din naman yata yan sa workshop. Tapos i-deliver lang. Mga conveyor. Parang malaking warehouse.
Place the
Malaking
stern
warehouse.
motors equally distributed over the belt. The
Nagagap
minimum
na pare
distance
yan.
from the end of the conveyor
Matagal
is
yan.
750 and maximum 1500 millimeters.
May sukat din.
Hindi ka pwedeng magdali-dali dahil pag nagkamali.
Kasi may sukat.
May plano naman, plano.
Fix them with standard M10 fasteners and contact washers.
Ang buo ng Lego.
Tighten the bolts on both sides. Place the cross members equally distributed over the belt. The first cross member is installed at 750 millimeters or less from the end of the conveyor. The distance between the first cross member and the next one can be from 750 to 1500 millimeters. Fix the cross members with standard M10 fasteners and contact washers. Tighten the bolts on both sides.
Ayos na yun, deploy na. Pag natambay na, may bayad na.
Deploy na yan.
Deployment na yun.
Pagtapos ng 2 weeks nun, wala na silang trabaho.
Slide the belt over
Sound
the
na yun.
acetyl TTU. The acetyl
One-tray na
TTU
yan.
should be placed on the end cover inside the channel frame. Place a specified endless belt inside the channel frame. Place the acetyl TTU inside the belt.
Ay, yung kinakatin
Heavy
pala ng mga ibang
It's
lahi,
preferred
no?
to work with two
Yan yun eh.
persons and use proper tools.
Yung kinakatin nila na. Grabe. Sa akong pala yung conveyor pala.
Use a centering ring in the hexagonal hole in the channel to fix the acetyl TTU.
Acetyl TTU.
Sakay bababa.
Keep the acetyl TTU lifted up and place the slave rollers inside the belt.
Basta lagi pag umalis.
Place the 24-volt end drive on the opposite side of the conveyor from the tilt
Lagi
TTU.
kasi may kapartner yan.
Guide the motor cable gently through the correct hole in the channel. Slide the belt over the 24-volt end drive.
Point na yun.
Place the delivered standard fasteners with contact washers as shown. Tighten on both sides.
Hindi kasi pinag-isa pa rin.
Keep installing slave rollers after the 24-volt end drive. Refer to the 24-volt bore installation manual for return roller positions. Install the driven rollers with bolts. Quantity of driven rollers equals conveyor length divided by 1200. Round off the result. Place the driven rollers inside the channel. Fix each driven roller with specified bolts.
Ito nagkakamali, may butas, ano.
Use the van der Lande orange brace tool to close the tilt ETU. It is advised to work with 2 people. Fasten all the bolts. Refer to the 24-volt bore installation manual for drive control installation and settings. Loosen the bolts on both sides. The belt must be running for this procedure. Take extreme care. Track the belt with a flat screwdriver. Tighten the bolts on both sides. Adjust the covers to a gap distance of less than 5 millimeters between the belt and the cover. A crushing hazard exists if the distance between covers and end roller is too large. Finally, tighten the bolts of the covers. Start with fixing channels on supports. Use standard M10 fasteners with contact washers. Use 2 positioning tools for channel alignment. Place the drive under the frame using proper lifting equipment. The 200 drive must be assembled with 8 bolts in the motor support and 4 bolts in the frame plates. Position the decks according to the specification. Check the STX position according to the layout. T1 indicates the layout position of the first row of wheels. The arrows on the STX sort unit indicate the primary transport direction used for the sorting. Install the STX sort unit according to the layout position. Check that the sort unit arrows are pointing in the same direction as the transport direction. Use the 4 standard M10 fasteners with contact washers on each side.
Binigchat sa akin. Sabi, sa Norway na daw.
Place the belt routing frame under the sort unit.
Next week.
Check that the arrow on the belt routing frame is pointing in the transport direction.
Doon sa GC natin. Sa WhatsApp.
Fix the routing frame to the
Ay, yung
channel
coordinator
using
mo.
the 4 standard M10 fasteners with contact washers on each side.
Coordinator yan. Next week.
Tighten the bolts.
Next week pa.
To align the top of the belt and the top of the sort unit wheels, place 2 filling plates between the channel and the sort unit on all 4 corners. Tighten the bolts.
Sa motor mo, pinaka-motor mo.
Hmm.
Remove the routing pulleys from the transport location on the belt routing frame. Place the ASSI tracking fasteners of the routing pulley in the slot holes between the 2 vertical arrows. Use the nut with the contact washer to fix the ASSI tracking fastener to the channel. Place the pulley inside the channel frame. Fix the pulley using the screw HS button head. Do it on both sides of the STX. Install the tracking unit single approximately 500 millimeters from the end of the conveyor.
Julia.
Install the return roller 500 millimeters from the 200 drive, according to the .M main installation manual.
Sa'yo, Rapner, wala pa?
Ang cellphone ko na yun.
Saan? Sa bahay?
Hindi na. Wala.
Install the decks as specified.
Ayan na. Magkita pa ako din sa labas.
Make sure that the deck ETU-BF galvanized for the STX is installed at the ETU upstream from the STX. The ETU deck is installed after the ETU downstream from the STX. Install the pneumatic flowchart on the existing bolts. Connect the pneumatic tubes to the corresponding connectors according to the STX installation manual. Fix the tubes with tie wraps as shown. Don't over-tighten. Place the flowchart cover and tighten the bolts.
Sa WhatsApp ka pare, Kinat. Bakit? Anong number mo sa WhatsApp?
Sa Pilipinas. Parang may constraining pa. Papanoorin.
Pull the belt through the belt channel.
Kayo?
Start pulling the belt inside.
Meron yan
Refer
sila
to the
Dayo,
manual for
meron eh.
belt layouts
Diba sabi
inside
niya?
the drive.
Hindi pa nga tapos yung constraining ko yun sa enable dati. Tapos nga ito.
Inform the
Wala
external supplier for welding
Hindi
the
ka
belt.
sinenda na kayo?
Hindi.
They weld the prepared ends of the belt using welding equipment.
Ay, hindi pa nasagot.
Adjust the spring length of the round 200 drive according to the sticker on the drive or refer to the installation manual. Finally, check the belt tension. If not okay, repeat the tension procedure. Make sure the gap between the cover and the roller is not more than 5 millimeters. Then tighten the bolts.
Yung belt.
Lamigap siya ng hindi sobra sa 5 mm.
Tabi, ano?
Adjust the belt covers.
Ba palang belt?
The gap between the cover and the belt should be approximately 2 millimeters.
0.2 millimeters.
Adjust the sort unit safety cover while the unit is in the up position. The gap between the cover and the belt should be approximately 2 millimeters. Refer to the STXM installation manual for the fastening eccentric locking collar on the shaft. Install the pull-off roller according to the STXM installation manual. Install the STX drive control unit inside the channel. Use instruction in the STXM installation manual to make the connections. Example of the accumulation field. Place accumulation units inside the channels at the correct position as indicated on the layout. Fix accumulation unit to the channel with supplied assembly bolts.
Mababa po nga pala yan, ano?
If applicable, place the ASSI safety cover accumulation unit. Fix the cover with supplied assembly bolts. Place 5-2 valve in the middle of the accumulation field inside the channel, if specified. The 5-2 valve is used for a high-capacity accumulation. Connect the pneumatic pipes to the ACM unit using standard pneumatic fittings. Refer to the multi-belt installation manual for the pneumatic scheme. Connect to the ACM unit using standard fittings. Refer to the multi-belt installation manual for the pneumatic scheme. When connected, place the ACM module inside the channel in the middle of the field as shown. The ACM module is used for a low-capacity accumulation. Make connections from ACM to ACM unit using input-output cables of the ACMs. Refer to the multi-belt installation manual for proper connection of the ACM cables.
Lapit na.
Place PEC 260 millimeter upstream
sunod yan
of
eh,
the
ito,
accumulation field. Place the divert wheel 45 degrees transfer in position according to layout and fix with the standard fasteners. Place underguarding as indicated on the sides of the divert wheel 45 degrees. For measurements, refer to the multi-belt installation manual.
Next.
Place the transfer roller 90 degrees in position according to layout and fix with the standard fasteners.
Parang mga fuse lang sa transformer.
Install safety return rollers and underguarding in positions according to multi-belt installation manual. Refer to the manual for the safety return rollers and underguarding positions for transfer roller 90 degrees installed in sequence. Example of the side safety cover for roller transfer 90 degrees installed next to an ETU.
ETU. Ano yung ETU?
Place in-out feed conveyors 10 millimeters higher than the multi-belt conveyor. Showing a divert situation, transfer goes down when the package reaches the rollers. When having an induct situation,
Yun pala
the transfer goes up.
Kung pakan ng pakalabas. Sa mga planta, kasi ganun ang bayo.
Sa amin na ganun. Automatic palletizer.
Ang sorting ano.
Use hole inside channel of transfer for cabling of the valve. Holes can be used for cable binders. Mount the safety covers on the empty belt positions. Use self-tapping screws MA. Mount finger protection to the side of the channels on transfer position. Self-tapping screws are delivered with finger protection. Make sure the screws do not touch the plastic wheels. Multiple holes are prepared to find the correct position.
Mabaho niya.
Kasi na,